Okay. You are the only one. Sure. So let me start. So I have almost 13 years of experience into the product management side, and I have trained a lot of folks over there, and I have trained a lot of folks all over the world, like mostly from Canada and US. And today I'll be covering the demo. So let me just share my screen and let me know once you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? Am I audible? Hello. Javed, I think you're on mute. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, and can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay, sure. Then we'll start. Okay. So today's class is about the introduction. So this is the class for the business. So the first thing which our mind or the first question is coming to our mind is what does mean by business analyst and who is the business analyst over there? So this is a myth over there. Lot of people are coming with a different background like IT, non-IT. They want to go to the BA background. They think that okay, it will be easily available. But before that, the first thing we need to know that what basically the business analyst. So I'll start with the basic introduction from an IT perspective. So basically in 1800, so the the calculations and basically the business has been started growing up from smaller city to the larger cities over there. Banks are getting grown, insurances are getting grown, retails are getting grown, pharmacies also started to have some kind of development over there. So everything, whenever this kind of market disruptors are happening, so people need some kind of a medium where they can track these particular changes over. So gradually the computer came, then people started using it for their own calculation perspective, telecommunication improved, and other medium of communications are getting improved. Then the software revolution came over there. When the software revolution came, so banks and telecom sectors and the insurance sectors were the first one, apart from the space sectors, which are leveraging this kind of technology adoption to their particular businesses over there. Why they need it? They need to better track their business and they need to grow as well. So when they gradually the growing of their businesses are happening, so they are exploring the technologies and they are reducing their manual effort and how they can grow easily over there. So when these things were happening, so there are a lot of systems are getting developed. Like a bank is having their own ecosystem, a insurance is having their own ecosystem, or a telecom is having their own ecosystem from a technological standpoint over there. But the problem is the people they are busy in growing their businesses and they know their businesses very well. But there is no one available in the technology side to know the businesses pretty well. So whenever a system is getting developed or whenever a system is getting made or whenever a product is getting made, there is no other folks which are available to help the people to know about the businesses over there. So people feel a lot of discomfort whenever they are making the products. Yes, they made very good product, but there are some of the gaps and process over there. So here the business analysis role is coming to the picture over there. So people who wants the particular product, they are having very good business knowledge, very good product knowledge, but they were lack of having the technology knowledge. Now, on the other side, the technology people who are there, they do have very good technical knowledge, but they do not know how the business and how the scenarios are working out. So here, the business analyst role comes to the picture, who is the bridge in between the business team and the technology team. So the business teams are called as either a customer team or We call them as stakeholders. I will come to that a little bit later, or we call them as our clients as well. So there is different types of naming conventions are there based on the industry standard. So what the business analyst basically does in this ecosystem, so business analyst basically works with the customer or the business team to identify the business needs over there, why they need, what kind of problems they are facing over there. Okay, so the problems they are facing, they analyze that, they bring that problems in terms of certain requirements. So requirements means it's how the problem persists and how they're going to solve that particular needs over there. They come up with those things over there to the technology team. They have a deep dive discussion about the particular requirements. They build a solution for that. So once the solution has been done, they verify the solution along with the customer team over there. So the complete aspect is happening through the business analyst role over there. So he is the bridge in between customer team and the technology team over there. So I'll take a pause right now for from a longer rant. Let me know if you guys are having a couple of questions or are you good? Any questions as of now?
No.
So moving to the next one. So basically, so whenever we are working for the requirements, basically, so there will be hundreds of requirements will become, or 200, 300, maybe it depends on the product. So maintenance of those requirements are called the requirement engineering. So that is one of the major work of the business analyst basically. And how this process works basically, so whenever we are working for a particular product, so generally we are making the product in software. So the software products are getting made through a project. The project is part of a software process basically. So the business analyst is part of the software project where he helps the users or the technology team to make a particular product over there. So that's the one of the major goal from a business analyst work. Now, when we jump to the business analyst area, so we do have different types of business analysis over there. Again, this is from a IIBA standpoint perspective. Previously, there is a general terminology which is happening called business analyst, but right now, as the technology disruptions happened, lot of technologies are getting used, lot of domains are coming up. So we have divided the business analyst into three different parts. The first one is called your generalist, second one is called your specialist, third one is called your hybrid. I will come to these three. So before jumping to these three, so there are three different types of companies which are there in the IT market. The first type of company is called product. Second is called your consulting. Third is called your service. So what does mean by that? Product companies are basically making the product and they are selling those products based on the consumer needs in the market. Example, Google, Microsoft, Apple, Adobe. These are the product companies. They do make their own products and they are selling it over there. Second type of companies are coming the consulting companies. Let's take an example. I have a mid-sized business. I am KFC. I do have a mid-sized business. I cannot hire a complete IT team for to support my business. What I'll do? I will reach out to the consulting companies to help me to make my product. I have a restaurant chains available. I want to make some kind of product and maintenance to my restaurant chain. I'll reach out to a consulting company. Guys, please help me make my product or do maintenance of my particular product and I will pay you back. So the consulting companies will be coming to the picture. They will help the KFC to grow their particular business over there. So that is one of the industry or that is one of the companies. Example, big fours are there, Deloitte, KPMG, then we do have Boston Consulting. These are the consulting company services which are there. Now, the third type of company is called your services company. So, what does mean services? They are providing services to the end users. It means I have a software or I have a product available. I have made it by the help of someone, but it requires a maintenance right now. So, the consulting and the product companies are charging more. I need only the maintenance of my product. So, someone please provide me the services for maintenance of my particular product. I will pay them less That kind of companies are called as services companies. So there are a lot of Indian companies that they are like Infosys and Wipro. Then apart from that, there are small scale companies which are there. So these guys are providing services over there. So these three types of companies which are existing in the IT market. Now, based on these particular companies, our BS careers are getting decided, like your generalist, specialist, and hybrid. Generalist, you can find it in the mostly in the services industry because that does not require much retail. So I'll just jump over there. So they they use variety of techniques, initiatives varying on the scopes and centers. They can be found in various levels of organizations, but they're mostly they are in the smaller IT companies or in the services industries over there. Now the next thing is called your basically specialist over there. They have a very good or advanced subject matter expertise knowledge. Subject matter expertise means someone who is having very good knowledge in a particular domain. Means if I am a BA, if I am working for an insurance sector, I do have a very good knowledge in the insurance sector. It's an add-on skill for them. So specialists are having that the add-on skill. So they are only concentrated on various set of techniques, various level of expertise, and they solve the complex business problems over. Now, these guys tend to existing in all the mid-size of companies like consulting also, services also, it's up to them. So they are existing. Last but not the least, which we call them as hybrid. So they do have very good competency. They do have very good knowledge on the business analysis. They have very good discipline on the business analysis techniques. We can tell that jack of all trades. Why we go for hybrids? Because they do have knowledge in every sectors over there. And coming to the coming market scenarios where the technologies are changing rapidly, the hybrids are the most preferable job options for the BAs over there. So during our training, we mostly concentrated on the hybrid side so that you can go to either of any of the companies where you can go and where you can survive. That is called your hybrids over there. Now, if I am going for the IIBA technique perspective, so IIBA is basically International Institute of Business Analysis. They have provided a couple of curriculums saying that, okay, hey, whenever you are going and whenever you are teaching someone, so you should cover the inherent scenarios like the yellow color highlighted scenarios are there, backlog management. So these all the yellow color things would be getting covered as a part of our training exercises. So these are shared by the IIBA. We are not changing anything, but this is required from a hybrid perspective so that you can go to any of the companies and you can get the survive over there. So I will stop the demo over here. Questions, concerns, anything which would you like to ask?
No, thank you.
Okay. So I'll just give you yes. So these are all of the informations would be getting covered, and so there will be hands-on training will be provided. So we'll be providing the tools and other details. So let me just showcase you the tools. So nowadays people are using, you might be knowing that a lot of tracking tools which over there. So agile tools over there. So we will be doing a hands-on experience through the tools and the techniques which would be getting used, like how to create your designs, how to work with your business stakeholders, how to document the things over there. So as a user or as a non-technical user, how you can go and explore the things into the market. So uh, that's how you will be defining those details over there. So that also will be getting covered over there. Apart from that, lot of tracking tools and the things would be getting covered. So example, this is one of the tool I think, the licensing. So these are the details from the demo perspective. Any questions, any other expectations which you have, would you like to ask?
So what is the name of the tool that's used?
This is right now I'm showing you Jira. So this is a tracking tool. There is another tool which is called Confluence. Apart from that, I do have a lot of other tools. I think they might have shared you my details. So we will be covering so one would be the product management tool, which is called Mind Map. The other tool which we will be covering, which is called a mock-up creation tool or a design creation tool, which is called Pencil. Apart from that, we will cover the flowcharts using the Microsoft Visio. and we will be teaching you the Azure DevOps tool as well. So
Okay.
which are getting used on the companies in their real time.
Mhm.
Okay, I will stop sharing right now. Please feel free to add if you have any questions.
So how long is the training?
Yes, it's minimum 30 classes.
30 classes. Okay.
Yes. And we also
Okay.
cover the domains as well. So in the domains, healthcare, banking, and
Mhm.
the e-commerce sector. Because as a
Okay.
business analyst, you should have a knowledge of the domains as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the classes are every day.
Yes, weekdays. We can, I think, discuss with the coordinator based on that.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else? I think the guy has dropped. I think we can just stop the recording. I'm good to close the class.